Hey guys, it's Zachary from HardwareZone, and today we're going to be talking about this. Now, for a little context, this is an espresso machine, this is an espresso machine, and this is also an espresso machine. This is the Outin Nano Portable Electric Espresso Maker. This is actually a special edition that comes in a box gift set. That's a collaboration between Outin and Kruve. Kruve is sort of like an enthusiast coffee accessory maker. This box set comes with two of their latest glasses. This is the smoked version of their Imagine Latte glass. This is a double walled 250 mils, and this is the Propel Espresso glass. Now, this is a sort of curved bottom to help you pour milk better for latte art, while this is the more interesting one. If you can see the design wise, it is half of it is double walled, the bottom half is double walled, it's thicker, while the top half is actually single walled, so it's thinner. The idea behind that is you get that thermal properties of a double wall, keeps your espresso warm, but while you're drinking it, you want to taste your espresso. You don't want to have that like thick lip feeling while drinking from a double wall glass. It also has some fins on the inside to help you swirl and aerate your espresso and integrate your crema into your drink. It actually makes it a pretty good nosing glass as well. And if you're into things like whiskey, this makes a good whiskey glass. Now, I'm actually a very big fan of Kruve glasses. I've got quite a number of Kruve cups and I can't recommend them enough. So I've got, for example, this is the porcelain version of the Imagine cup. This is of course smaller. This is 150 mils. I usually drink my lattes in this size, like flat white kind of size. This large glass, I use it for cold drinks or things like affogatos. It's more of a bowl than a glass to me. And I actually also have the original clear version of the Propel glass. The design is the same, but I can actually feel that this smoked glass is thicker and I wouldn't say more well made, but it feels like just a thicker glass and it feels more solid to me. Now, I've had all this. I even have the versions of the smoked versions. When it came out, I pre-ordered them and I have some of these glasses. So having more of them is always great. They're not exactly cheap. A pair of Kruve glasses can run you up like 50, 60 US dollars. But I feel like this is sort of like an enthusiast thing. Like take wine glasses, for example. You can get really cheap wine glasses from IKEA. You can also get really expensive like crystal wine glasses from well-known brands. This is the same thing. Kruve is that prosumer enthusiast, coffee geek brand for cups and glasses. And if you're really into that, get some Kruve glasses. So half of this box set, and you get one of these glasses each, and the other half is the Outin espresso machine. Now, the thing here is that this is a special edition. This is a collab, so you get like Kruve colors for the Nano espresso maker. You won't get this outside of this box set, this dark gray and gold color. You also get like Outin and Kruve logos on both the espresso machine and the cups, so that's cool. But otherwise, they are the same. So if you bought these glasses from Kruve themselves, you get the same glasses, nothing different from there. If you bought the Outin Nano from Outin itself, you get all the other colors, you get the standard stuff, but specs wise there is no difference. This is the same machine. It's just a collaboration set. So how does this work? Pretty simple actually. The machine is really just a pump and a battery. It's got a 20 bar pump, 7,500 milliamp battery built in. So USB port at the back, you can charge it. And based on Outin's specs, on a single charge, this can make 200 cups of espresso if you use hot water. If you want the machine to boil your water for you, it can do that. It can heat up water, so you can actually put room temperature water. You can put cold water even if you wanted to. This will boil your water to, I think, 92 degrees or above. But if you do that, that number is going to come down to about maximum 5 cups if you want it to boil your water. So if you're really out somewhere and you don't have access to a kettle or hot water, you can make up to 5 cups of espresso. But otherwise, boil your water, pour hot water in this, and on a single charge, 200 cups. That's pretty impressive specs though. Hot water goes above. This holds about 80 mils maximum. And ground coffee goes below. You unscrew this, then you've got this little basket. This is where you put your ground coffee, pop it in, screw it back on, press a button, and coffee or espresso is made. The catch cup can be used. It's hands-free. You can just pour it in or brew it into this cup and drink it. Or you can obviously hold it by hand if you just want to show social media. Everybody does that. It's like, oh, look, I'm brewing by hand outdoors. I did that too. The Outin Nano is a convenient machine. It's meant for people who want coffee instantly on the go, and definitely not something for the home enthusiast who wants this complex workflow of home espresso or the exacting qualities of specialty coffee. If you bought this from Outin themselves, this actually comes with a pressurized basket that only holds about 5 to 7 grams of coffee. That's very little. You can use it for supermarket or pre-ground coffee. It also comes with a pot converter, so you can use it for like Nespresso capsules. So if you think about it, this is more like a portable Nespresso machine rather than an espresso machine, but not this set. This particular collaboration between Outin and Kruve, it's called the Barista gift set. It does not come with a pot converter. It does not come with a pressurized basket. It actually comes with 3 unpressurized baskets. This holds 16 to 18 grams of ground coffee. It's pretty much the standard double shot these days. It also comes with this dosing ring, right? So your coffee doesn't spill out when you're pouring it. It also acts as a leveler for the temper. So if you're temping with the dosing ring attached, you can pretty much guarantee an even temp. I like this integrated design. I think it's very clever. If I have anything to say about this or to complain, is that I'm personally not a fan of tempers with patterns at the bottom, because I feel that this is something that was created for social media. People always want to see something pretty. A flat temper is always the best. IMO. The only other thing in this whole set that I'm actually not a fan of, or that I don't use at all, is this little single needle here. Now in espresso, there's this thing called the WDT. It's like this pronged needle device where people use to stir their coffee. You've probably seen this on social media before. It's meant to declump coffee grounds from your grinder and help homogenize or even out your grounds so that when you temp, everything is even, you have an even extraction, good consistency, all that. This single needle does not do that, and it's a thick needle as well, and all it does, it seems to move the clumps around and nothing else. So unless there's another reason for this that I don't know of, and I did not read the manual, so that's my bad. But in any case, if there is another reason for this to exist, do let me know. But otherwise, if it was really meant for WDT, this is kind of pointless. It's easier that you would just, shake your grounds before temping and you get better results for that. Now, this unpressurized basket, what does this look like? I am fascinated by this, by the way. This actually looks like a giant pod. Now, it comes with a sort of cap, and this is necessary. This is kind of like a shower screen. You see a lot of holes here as well. So this machine is a pressurized machine. Espresso is pressurized. So if you don't have this sort of like cap to help even out the water when it comes out, it's going to come out in a gush of pressure, and it's going to break all your coffee grounds, and you're going to get really bad extracted coffee, and it's not going to go great. Now, I talked about this as an unpressurized basket, but I'm sure you've noticed that when I put it this way, it kind of looks like I have 3 salt shakers on the table, because there is just one hole at the bottom. Bunch of holes here, one hole at the bottom. Isn't that a pressurized basket, right? By design, yes, that's what a pressurized basket is. But that hole is meant for flow control, right? You have a bunch of holes here. When water goes through, when your espresso comes out, that small little hole acts as a sort of traffic jam for your espresso. So it creates artificial back pressure. This is for coffee that is probably stale, pre-ground coffee that you need that extra pressure to help with extraction, to create crema. And that's what pressurized basket, a double wall basket is. This is a single wall basket. So why is there one hole here? Well, I was actually looking at this and I've noticed that this sort of dome where the hole is, it's actually much further from the base of the basket. The design of this is actually pretty much to mimic your portafilter, right? I have one here. So this is your standard espresso portafilter, and this is your standard non-pressurized basket, right? Non-pressurized. All the holes, just a single wall. Everything that goes in comes out directly. Nothing to restrict flow, nothing to force or to increase pressure. But what of portafilter? If you look at this is a spouted portafilter. Right, this is where I can take off the spout, and actually then it might be easier to see that comparison. Right, a spouted portafilter has a base, right, and a hole in the middle. It helps channel your espresso, your liquid. It comes out in the spouts, and that's basically what this is. Right, it's single wall, spout, portafilter. There you go. So this is basically what this is. It's basically designed to be similar to that. It's integrated into one capsule-like compartment. Now, I don't know if the engineers thought about this before and there was some restrictions to it, but I thought it would actually have been better if this was implemented in the Nano, as in you have this as your portafilter, right, with the base and the hole, and this as an actual basket, right? So it goes in and your base is here, right? Rather than everything integrated to each individual basket. But I guess over time, you're not going to really be able to wash the insides of this. You really can't see what is building up inside, and there's no way to know about it. But I guess getting a replacement isn't all that hard. So we've reset for brewing, and since we have 3 baskets, I thought we are going to have a little fun with this later. But this first shot is going to be our control shot. This is going to show you how the whole Outin Nano workflow works, I guess. I know these beans work. I know the grind settings work. I know it creates a really smooth, creamy espresso that is very classic, buttery, nutty, chocolatey, sort of like a burnt caramel in a good way. And I've also been able to get sort of floral sweetness to it. It's kind of like one of those floral honeys. I don't know what the flower is, but something like that from this. These are Vietnamese beans. I got them from a recent travel. And since it's a very dark roast, it's classic espresso roast, I'm going to dose less. I'm going to use like 16.5 grams for this shot. And yes, you're going to need a scale and an espresso capable grinder to use the Outin Nano with a non-pressurized basket. 16.5 on the dot. Okay, and if you did want to know, this is a King Grinder K6. This is a manual hand grinder. I've got it set to 43 on the dial for this. But if you are comfortable, you could do this. Like I said, we are going to try to boil the water as well. It takes about 3 minutes to boil. Now, if you we'll stop there for a bit. Segue. If you press this one time, it will show you the remaining battery. If you press this, if you double tap it, it will start brewing immediately if you put hot water. If you press and hold, it's going to boil the water and then start brewing. It takes about 3 minutes to boil the water. So technically, we could do this. Put the water first. And get, okay. It's on this side. All right, we're going to put 70 mils. Don't need to max it out. All right, hopefully we can grind within that 3 minutes while it's boiling. Press, hold, and it starts boiling. You can see the lights now show, sort of give you an indication of the temperature that it's in. Race against time. I'm going to pop in one of these baskets. Dosing ring. Let's see. Right, so we don't really need that stick thingy. You just pour it in, give it a good smack and a tap. Starting boil now. Don't try this at home, guys. Don't want to have boiling water all over me. Let's lock this in nice and tight. Yeah, you can even put a scale on there just to see where we're at with espresso. And we're going to use a clear cup this time, the clear Propel glass, just to see the espresso coming out of this and what it's going to look like. Okay, so it's going to use all the water that you put in. I've noticed that it doesn't really control. We've got about 44 grams out from 70 mils of water. And since it is still dripping, so I find that the catch cup that comes with it is really good for that. We can just replace it. And there you have it. We've got our first espresso shot from the Outin Nano in Kruve Propel glass. Look how pretty this is, right? Crema is there, very nice, thick, cloying sort of crema. It's sticking to the glass. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, and we're gonna have a sip, try. Really good. Thick, syrupy, like I said, it has all that classic like sort of robustiness, that kopi kind of burnt caramel, but still sweetness lingering towards the end. As you can see, this is how that whole workflow and process works. This is how making an espresso out from the Outin Nano works. And as you can see, everything is sort of contained. If you're out, you don't really even need to clean up. You just close everything and you can just go. Like I said, it uses all the water, or almost all the water. It tries to use all the water for every single brew. So if you put 70 mils, it's going to use all 70 mils. If you're going to max it out 80 mils, it's going to use all 80 mils. It doesn't like stop halfway. It's not programmed to do that. It's just programmed to use all the water, which is why I say this is a pretty simple system. You don't really have ways to control how it works in terms of temperature, flow rate, or pressure, anything like that. But you can control grind size. You can control how much you dose into a basket, 16 grams, 17 grams, 18 grams. I use 16.5. You can control how much water you put in if you know how much basically you're going to get out of this. Or you can actually stop this halfway if you want. I don't really recommend that, since this is not really that kind of machine to play around. It's just simple, water in, grounds in, press a button, And if you've dialed in properly, really good espresso. So where do we go from here? If you've watched this far and you want to see more brewing, you're in luck because the Singapore Coffee Week happened last weekend and I bought a whole bunch of coffees and we're going to try to see if the Outin Nano is able to do specialty coffee, especially some of the lighter roast stuff outside of dark classic espresso roast. This is Papua New Guinea medium roast. It's from Round Boy Roasters. I haven't even opened this bag yet. And this is Parchment & Co. This is a Colombian rum barrel aged bean. This is made for filter, so it's sort of light medium-ish roast. It's all very fragrant, very good coffees. I hope we don't waste too much beans trying to dial this in, because these things are expensive and they taste really, really good when they do work. But I do want to try and see if the Outin Nano is able to brew lighter roasts, specialty grade Arabica outdoors. Let's do this. Something else I wanted to show you guys is that the first time you use a basket, it's gonna pop. Don't be afraid. I just think that it's a new basket, the pressure release, you're gonna hear that as the espresso comes out. You hear that? Yeah, that sort of pop, but that's fine. Ooh, okay. This is a bit too fine. As you can see, it's sort of like dripping out. We are in 11 seconds in and it's just about 4 grams of espresso. So let's see how this goes. Does the machine cut off? Does it continue brewing? Oh, it smells really good though. This is the Parchment & Co. This is the rum one. It actually smells like rum and raisin, that ice cream. Actually coming out pretty good now. 36 seconds, we've got 16 grams. It's a stream. It's slow, but we'll see. But yeah, this is ground a bit too fine. It has stopped at 1 minute 29 grams. So I think that it has an auto cut off at 1 minute because I can still see there's water inside. We can try to finish this brew if we wanted to, but I don't want to do that. That's going to go through the puck again and start it all over again. So we got 29 grams from this, and we did a time lapse for the Round Boy Roasters. This had about 40 grams, which was a normal brew for that. But anyway, yes, we have 2 brews, one from Round Boy Roasters, one from Parchment & Co. This smells really good. The rum and raisin really fills the whole room. This is Papua New Guinea. It's supposed to be jackfruit, dried mango, cocoa finish. I can see that it's kind of light. You can see that there's not much crema as a light roast. I can sort of get that dried mango thing. You've ever bought those dried mango snacks? It's kind of like that, has that hint. I don't really get jackfruit. Ooh, a bit tart. This one would have done better with maybe a click finer, but pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, I've already finished the first one, so maybe shouldn't have drank the super dark one first and then gone light, because the flavor is overwhelming. But nice. Ooh, this one. This is what I really like. Okay, now this is the dark smoked glass. Oh, the rum and raisin is very strong. Ooh, Thick. I think because we went too fine and it was like dripping. So it's like a really well extracted shot. It's not over extracted though. It's not like super bitter or actually it is. It's kind of bitter towards the end. Drying, astringent. But rum and raisin is really strong. This would have done with maybe a click finer, a click or two finer. This, I would have gone a click or two coarser. I've kept it about this. I went one click finer than what I did with this because this was very dark and porous and these were lighter, medium roast beans. I just went one click finer and I realize now that this could actually go coarser than the dark roast, while this could go even finer still to get more extraction. This gets slightly less extraction, so you get less of this body, less of this cloying bitterness, but that rum taste, that raisin taste is there. It's great. And yeah, so I'm actually quite impressed with the Outin Nano and what it's able to do. If you're able to dial in your beans, you can actually get really good espresso out of this. Maybe you don't have the whole workflow of WDT and you know things to like get it exactly to what you need, but it's pretty good, right? If you're outdoors and you need really good coffee, you can get really good coffee. You can get your own beans, you can grind your own beans, you can prepare everything and enjoy. Okay, so we've reset again, and while I'm nursing the last of my espressos, let me tell you what I think about the Outin and Kruve Barista gift set. I love it. I do. I think this will make the perfect gift. Holidays are coming up. Christmas is coming up. Make the perfect gift for any like coffee obsessed geek out there. The cups are great. You can never have enough cups. And I've said all I needed to say about Kruve Glassware and cups. I have a lot of them myself. I think they're awesome. And now I'm a believer of the Outin Nano as well. I've never really gotten a portable espresso set because I never thought, you know, portable espresso is a thing that you could get good espresso out of. I have portable coffee makers. I have an AeroPress. I have a rollable silicone V60 to do pour overs. But I never thought espresso was portable simply because of the whole complex workflow and accessories that you need to dial in, grind, puck prep and all that to make good espresso. But this has surprised me. We've made really good coffee today, even for beans that I've just opened, I've never touched before. Could I make better with a bigger machine, with proper machine and proper workflow? Yes, of course, but I'm not going to complain about what I got from this if I was just outside and I wanted a good cup of espresso using my own beans and my sort of taste profile. This is great. Now, this set goes for $265 US. It is on sale right now for $199. I don't know if the sale is still going to be there when you watch this video, but Black Friday is coming up, Christmas is coming up. There's bound to be more sales happening, but the recommended retail price is $265. I think it's really good value for what you get here. Not this, of course. This is a separate accessory. You can get this from Outin directly. It's $39, i.e. not this clear glass as well, but yes, two smoked glass and the Outin Nano machine with the plus baskets. Now, if I have something to nitpick about this set, is that as a gift set, it is amazing. As a collaboration set, a limited edition set, I wish there was something more unique about this other than just color scheme and some logos on the machine and glass, because you could get this from Outin themselves. You could get the plus baskets from Outin themselves. You could get the glasses from Kruve themselves. As a collaboration set, there's nothing specifically unique about it. Now, I'm not complaining. This does not diminish what you can get out of the gift set. I just wish there was something that you can't get anywhere else. Like I don't know, like maybe Kruve could have made a special catch cup specifically just for this set that you can't buy outside. And it makes owning this set so much more special or unique. And yeah, that's my personal nitpick about this. Okay, so that's it from me. If you have the Outin Nano or other portable espresso machines, maybe a Wakako, Pixapresso, Nano Presso, Mini Presso, any of those pressos, do let us know in the comments what you think. Do you agree with me, disagree with me? What are your experiences with portable espresso, or maybe other kinds of glassware you would like to talk about? Go into the comments. I can't really speak anymore. I've had too many cups of coffee. Anyway, check out HardwareZone.com for more tech stuff, news, reviews, gadgets, and have a nice day. See you in the next video. Yeah. Buzzing right now. Yeah, once you're done, you pop it off. It's like a used pot, and you can take it and wash. So now we've got 3. Ow! Hot! Shouldn't have done that.